powerful mages.
Mm-hmm. They've both played at the series. They both play at the store. They're both out of the Kenosha area, in fact.
Jeez, maybe all the Illinois people are just washed.
Yeah, maybe we should return the favor and go check out their local store.
Yes.
See if we can bring the Illinois pride, I guess. I don't know.
I had my Wisconsin event this weekend and I've canceled it, so I've lost my chance.
I guess I'll have to find my way up there.
Maybe they're just showing us the truth.
Yeah, what are they doing up in Wisconsin that we're not doing here?
I don't know.
Do you think it's like
that's too much of a setup? I can't. Looks like Cat's mulliganing to 6. Justin seems like he's keeping a 7. And we did ask that they would kind of show us their hand a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin was doing that, but our overlays right on top of it.
I know. Please excuse the technical difficulties. We have not done face cam, or this is just our 3rd week doing player camps, and there have been some kinks that we're trying to work out in time for the series, which starts back up in March, which we're really excited about. If you guys haven't heard, we do a tournament series, Nerd Rage Gaming, the NRG series. We go throughout the Midwest, bringing competitive gameplay to all of you.
Yeah.
Big prize pools, big stakes. Earn some energy
Big
points
stakes.
and qualify for the Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Invitational next year. But here we go. Turn 1 from Justin brings down an Esper Sentinel.
Yep.
Cat responds with a Tron land.
Looks like there was a Paladin in Justin's hand. There's a couple of 2-drops here. We'll see what he chooses to deploy.
Playing a Paladin on turn 2 here by itself seems pretty slow for Hammer.
2 1-drops.
And that does leave mana up for something like a Spell Pierce, perhaps.
What's this?
I think it's a Matter Reshaper.
Oh, is that a Eldrazi temple?
Yeah, Cat rocking a lot of secret layers and alternate arts in their deck. But there's the standard looking Matter Reshaper for you guys there.
Justin is firing on all cylinders. He played a Giver and a Springleaf Drum last turn. This turn he went Paladin into Hammer. Yep, he's got Metalcraft into Equip Hammer.
Yes, Esper Sentinel is an artifact creature.
Putting the pressure
And then
on.
he's got an Ink Moth too.
Yep.
Wow. And after slamming down a few cards there, he's going to take a second here to think.
Yeah, he's like, should I give this protection now and crash in for 11, or should I just attack and have him enter the Abyss, or have Cat enter the Abyss? I think you just give protection and just crash in for 11.
Sure, seems good.
There are not too many removal spells
But he
in Cat's deck.
did
There's
not give the protection.
Dismembers. No.
Just swung into the Reshaper there.
Yep, he swung in. Trying to keep it up on defense.
With protection, the Hammer falls off. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, because he missequenced whatever. Or no, there's no way to sequence it properly.
And then Cat comes back with a Thought Knot Seer.
Inkmoth kill you?
Mm-hmm. Looks like.
Did he have the 3 lands? Yep. It's important to have the 3 lands because you need 1 to animate the Inkmoth. Then you equip the Hammer.
And then to give it flying again.
Then to give it flying again.
Yes, I had to learn about that. I didn't know you could. It just loses the flying once.
So you animate the Inkmoth, and then you give it a Hammer.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is too heavy. I can't fly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no.
Believe
you
in
can do
yourself.
It. Yes.
You got it. With the power of friendship.
Yes. And then it rises again. And then kills the
I have
opponent.
the power of God and anime on my side. Let's take a look at deck lists here. This is Justin's full 75 here in all its glory.
I've seen this already.
Yeah, let's talk about it again, though. What do you bring in here against E-Tron?
Path? Potentially.
Yeah. Removal seems good.
Maybe. Maybe you just don't care.
Pithy Needle for Karn. Nugan?
Pithing Needle's good. Lavinia.
Lavinia. Absolutely. Because you can't cast your big spells.
Correct.
Let's check out, Cat's deck here.
Seen this already.
It's a great deck. Big fan.
Not bringing in the gemstone.
No. Let's get that out of the way.
Not bringing in anything.
Are you sure? Having a chalice in your opening hand seems really good.
There's 3 already.
Well, yeah. Isn't 4 better than 3?
Bigger number.
Better deck.
But these All's Dust are still fine. I mean, there's a lot of white creatures in the deck, so you don't necessarily want to board all those out. Dismember's obviously very good. Warping Will's good.
Relic.
You could board out a Relic, I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I mentioned the series a little bit earlier, but let's check out all the good information that you need to know if you would like to participate in one of the events. Our first event of the season is in March here in our hometown of the suburbs, in Mundelein. Not 10 minutes away from the store. We have a 10K Modern Showdown on that Saturday and then a 5K Pioneer event. And then maybe we switch it around and have Modern be the main event when we head up to Minneapolis. Great town, great people, good magic.
Reverse that, right?
What did I say?
You said Modern be the main event in Minneapolis?
Pioneer is the main event. Excuse me.
It's okay. I mean, who knows? We could switch it.
Either way.
I mean,
honestly,
I can't.
magic is magic.
I play the same deck in both formats. Doesn't matter.
Played in all 3 formats. Speaking of the third format,
true.
check it out what we have in June. We have Legacy. People have been asking for Legacy. We're happy to bring it back. We're looking to see you there. You can register for those events now on MTG Melee. I'll be there. George will be there. George, you going to win?
Legacy, yes.
All right.
And Modern.
Calling it now. And Pioneer?
And Pioneer. I'm going to go 6 for 6.
Wow.
What are you laughing for?
I'm not laughing.
I'm going to win each of these.
I think you will.
And I'm going to no-sir the entire top 8 the whole time.
Absolutely. Of course.
And I'm going to quit my job. What is that?
Sweet.
10, 20, 30, 45, 45K?
I don't
in
think
6
that's...
months?
I don't think you get the whole...
You don't get all of it?
I don't think you get all of
rethink
it.
some plans then.
Math does not check out there.
That's not my degree.
All right, players have sideboarded, shuffled up, and are going to look at their first 7 here.
Now, who's the villain in this matchup?
What are you
who's the hero?
talking about?
The decks, not the
What are you
people.
talking about? Tron is always the villain. Hammer,
6 for everybody.
Hammer. They're just little guys. Just a little ornithopter.
I think
Just a
Hammer.
sweet little giver. So sweet.
I think Hammer stopped being the villain once Loris was banned.
For sure.
That was like.
I wish I
not
could have been
fun.
there for it.
No, it was not fun.
No, I want to play. I want to
know.
play Luris Hammer.
I know.
I want to give it a try. Can I play it? No, Luris isn't legal in any format.
It was banned in Pioneer as well, correct?
Yeah. Dang.
Is banned in Legacy, correct?
Banned in.
You could play it in Vintage.
Can you? I thought it was also, or it's I guess restricted.
I don't know. I don't play enough Vintage. Let me look this up.
You know what's not allowed in Vintage? I believe. Narset.
It's restricted.
Yeah.
I was really excited to play it this weekend,
You can play one.
but I'm not going. Well, I'll play it in not Vintage. Yeah,
Yeah,
Luris is legal.
Okay.
You can play as many as you want.
Wow.
You
It's
play with like Black Lotus and stuff.
nice.
You can play Luris and Breach. You can get back your Breach off the Luris.
Stop.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Maybe we should be playing Vintage.
I kind of just like, I want to relax sometimes when I play Magic. And I feel like that's just too powerful. I want to play with bad cards. Or just,
Bad cards.
They're not bad cards. They're not bad cards. Every Magic card's a good Magic card. Except for one with
Sure.
nothing.
Sure. Okay. I mean, Cat's going down to 5. Sad.
Oof. What a great card. Everybody look at this card.
You know what? If you need a really fast way to fuel your breach,
One with nothing. Oh
just
my
put
gosh.
6 other cards in there.
I didn't think about that. Do you play any Marvel Snap?
No.
They just made one with nothing, a card, and that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Is that like a good
Discard.
thing
This
to
card
have?
is like, yeah. I play a discard deck right now.
Discard your own hand?
So they have this card that if you discard it.
Which card?
Excuse me.
Just
let
keep
me.
going.
Let me.
Just work through it.
Just gotta collect. They have a card that costs 2, but if you discard it, you get 2 copies of it that cost 0.
Oh.
So-
Oh.
Mm,
Okay. It's like
So you-
madness. It's like when you discard it, there's like a special thing.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do. I see.
Very cool.
Justin's got no turn 1 play. I think he passed. Wait, maybe he's just thinking.
Plays
Whoa.
a hammer.
Whoa. Put the fear in him.
Cat says, "No, I'm not scared. Matter shape or go. What you got?"
I mean, I think Cat's a little scared.
I don't think so. I think Cat.
Look at that shuffling.
That's a thing Magic players do.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah, but it
just-
reads nervous. That specific,
Mhm.
And Justin's kind of just thinking, like, how do I not screw this up?
Plays a giver.
Mm-hmm.
What you up to? Oh no,
It's nice.
that's gonna be worrisome for Justin. Blast zone.
If there's enough time to do it. Cigar to Zaid. Okay. Well, you got a little redundancy in Justin's hand.
Thought Not Seer comes down. Gets rid of that paladin.
Takes 1, and he's left with another one. So if Justin's able to rip something like a Memnite or some other 0-mana artifact, he can play the Paladin, and play the Ink Moth, animate the Ink Moth, and then equip Hammer to something. Paladin. You know what's my favorite Disney movie?
Oh my goodness.
It's Paladin. Justin passes the turn. Cat's got a pretty good start for a multi 5, though.
I would say so. Yeah.
Matter Reshaper into Thought Not Seers is kind of what you want to do on a 7 anyway.
A tentative. Tentative attack there.
Well, pro colorless. You got me.
Was that a misplay from Cat or just a testing of the water?
No, it may have been just like, oh yeah, that's Giver has that line of text too. I mean, Giver has so many lines of text.
I think it's one sentence. I guess it's multiple lines, technically, yeah.
Is a Ballista. Karn?
Oh, Justin's got his head in his hands there.
Yeah, maybe thinking like, oh shoot, do I have a spell person in hand? Maybe I should have held it up. I don't know if that's what he has in hand.
The creature the Cat's got on the field tapped right now is a Thought Not Seer, one with the secret layer. Which, let me check. George,
Yep.
vamp for me.
Vamp?
Just like,
Like Vamp Tutor? Like
what's going on in the field right sec? I gotta look something up. Hold on.
So Cats play Karn, minus, looking at their sideboard, and reading Colossus Hammer, and Justin's just patiently waiting, hoping that he's not getting blown out. It looks like, okay, so Cats finished tutoring from their sideboard, and I can't really see what they got.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, viewers of the stream, if you would like to get yourself a copy of the Thought Not Seer you see on the table, we have 4 for sale right now on the TCG NRG page.
This art.
That
I-
exact art,
I
the
want this
secret
art.
layer,
Only this art.
really pretty. Reasonably priced. $10
Always.
a piece. Pick them up today, right now. Do it. I love you.
In the meantime,
Let me drop the link in chat. Here, hold on.
in the meantime, Justin's attacking for 3. He gave his Paladin protection from color so he can get in, and then the Inkmoth Nexus just flies, so he was able to kill the Karn.
Can I just drop this? I don't think that's the right link.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think I gotta do it this way.
He picks up the Inkmoth that was revealed earlier from the Thought-Knot Seer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's thinking about which land to play, it looks like.
Cat still has his blast zone too. That's kind of just been sitting there.
I think that's what Justin has to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
So play Inkmoth, activate it to get Metalcraft, and then equip that to the Paladin. And play a Sigarda's Aid into the blast zone. Perhaps trying to lure Cat into popping this blast zone early.
How many cards does Justin have in hand? Is
One.
it just the one?
I couldn't tell what it was. Pop it. All right.
There it is.
And Justin's board's kind of whittled down. Just like that.
All right, everybody, I found it. There we go.
That's quite a link.
It is. It's not the prettiest looking link. But there it is. Pick up some Thought-Knot Seers for yourself today. I did it. Are you proud of me?
Very. Justin plays Brushland, sacks it, draws a card, does nothing else. Didn't even attack with the Inkmoth.
Justin down to 9.
I wonder if he plays Mana Leaks and stuff. No,
Ugh,
nothing,
flips over
nothing.
2 lands.
Wow.
No targets for Thought-Knot Seer, but not a lot of playables for Justin. And
Yeah.
plays another. Oh, no. See, one of the lands. Finds a giver, but doesn't feel like that's going to do too much now.
Still not attacking with these Inkmoths. I feel like Cat could be at like 3 or 4 infect at this point, but isn't. Nothing here has reached that I can tell.
Mm-mm. Perhaps he's leaving them up as blockers.
They're kind of the only way to win right now. I mean, you can block with the Giver. In any case, I think that Blast Zone just turned this mulligan to 5. You know, turn the game completely around for Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Justin didn't need to play the Sigarda's Aid on that turn, but I don't think it would have mattered. He hasn't really drawn out of it. And I think Cat was probably perfectly happy to cast that Thought-Knot Seer and see 2 lands in Justin's hand.
Yeah.
Now, Infect, very different than Toxic. It will give this Thought-Knot Seer a -1/-1 counter. And that may change the combat math on a future turn. Oh, all right. No blocks for these other ones. Justin's down to 2.
Yeah, the giver is still summoning 6, so no free blocks there. An ensnaring bridge from Cat.
That may have... I don't have a pun. Put the snare on Justin something. No? We'll scratch that in post.
Yeah. Leave. Put it back into the workshop. Come back to it another time. It's got legs, but not.
Justin's got a couple of blockers, but how many cards does Cat have in hand? I actually couldn't tell.
I think it might be 3.
It might be 3. It looks like at least 2. Justin's on not very many. Definitely flooded out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think he's
I
still
was
sitting
just
on
trying to
that
see
land.
if Cat can still attack next turn, and I think they can.
Ensnaring Bridge affects both players?
Yep. It's one of those old cards that's actually symmetrical.
I know, I feel like a lot of things are geared towards, like, Commander nowadays, right?
Yeah, like each opponent and stuff like that.
Mhm.
The way they word things, but
Workshop is for vintage.
all right. Stoneforge Mystic. What you got? And will it be enough? Oh wait, let me tap correctly. There you go. Probably leaving that Ink Moth back on defense again. No takesies backsies at Comp REL, Justin.
I don't think this is Comp REL. I think this is
No, but
technically casual, right? Casual
yeah,
REL.
it is F&M
Or
REL.
regular.
Regular. I think F&M has its own REL.
I don't really.
I think so. I think so. I could be mistaken.
Chat.
But Justin should know better. I'll be on his case later.
Slap him on the wrist.
One, two, three attackers.
Oh, I thought you were counting the cards in their hand like I was.
Justin can block with Stoneforge, Paladin Giver. He's gonna, I think, hope to draw something good off this Paladin.
Oh, looked at.
Whoa, one at a time, buddy. One at a
easy.
time.
All right.
First the takesies backsies, now this.
I think Justin's a little flustered. Understandable. You're on camera. Throw. He's got a new dog at home. Pretty
Ooh,
stressful
blocker.
life right now. You
Yeah,
know?
it's true. He's got a new puppy. 1, 2, 3 artifacts. Equipped to the Ornithopter. It's a good blocker. Or to the Paladin. Also a good blocker.
Yeah, Paladin's looking a little more beefy now.
Yep.
With that hammer.
What's that? Ballista?
Mhm.
2? Dead?
Yeah, shoot you in the face.
Look through my deck. What are you looking for?
To D-sideboard.
Haywire Might?
Cat cleans up that game. Wow.
I think Justin was saying I had you dead because I was going to tutor this off the saga. And then Cat's pretty much saying, I don't care, you actually died. Shuffle up.
All right. We got a game 3.
Yep. Looks like the Ensnaring Bridge went back to the sideboard, so that's probably what was tutored off of the Karn.
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, not only do we show off Magic, we sell Magic as well. I dropped that link to our TCG player page, but we also have a Nerd Rage Gaming website where you can shop all sorts of Magic singles. We're listing more cards every day. Come check it out. We have a wish list. If you don't see a card that you are looking to buy, you can add to your wish list, and you'll get an email as soon as we list that card again. No obligation you to buy that card. Just a hey, we have that card in stock. If you are now interested, we also have a loyalty program. The more you spend, the more you save. As soon as your first purchase, you get 1% back, and then the more you spend, you can gain even more credit back to your account. I ship a lot of orders. I love getting cards into people's hands that they can play with and appreciate. I have a lot of cards that I'm looking to sell. Come on down to the store. Chat with me. I'll help you pick out some cards if you're not sure what you want. But let's get back down to the action here. Players are shuffling up.
I wish there was a way to see how much total rewards I've gotten.
What do you mean? Does it not tell you? I
tells me
don't
what-
really look at the user side of stuff.
It tells
very
me
often.
what tier I'm at,
Mhm.
but it doesn't tell me how much I've gotten off of. I guess there's probably a simple way to calculate that.
I know for sure I can see it through the back end. Yeah.
Well, you could probably see it through the back end.
Mhm.
But if it's like, never mind. I don't want to delve into math right now. Or ever.
It is kind of cool to like see, like a order come through, and I'm like, oh wow, they've like, been a patron of the store for a long time. Very very cool.
Because you get like 1% off the first 1,000. like that?
Oh
How do you get to a tier?
oh goodness, I look like a bad employee right now.
And then it's like 2%, and then it's 3%. I don't know what the tiers are though.
You get 1% back immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as you spend any money. At $100, I think, is when you increase next.
See, the thing is, I haven't been at those low tiers in a long time.
Oh. Yeah, you've been blinging out your decks. Got all the borderless versions. No foils for you,
No.
notably. But yeah, all the art, extended arts, borderless. Yeah, I opened up my deck last night to play Legacy with Kat, and they noticed the silica packet in my deck box, and they're like, "Oh, is your deck foiled?" I was
Does
like,
it work?
Yeah. I
Yeah?
mean, yeah, they're not very bendy at all. They, it is a Yorian D&T list, so it's very tightly packed into the box, so that might
Sure.
help keep them kind of straight there. Cat going down to 5 again, I think.
I mean, it worked last time.
Right? Yeah.
And
Better
this
lucky
time
than
they're on the
good.
draw, so they can just like draw a 6th card too.
But Cat is also good, so I guess that
Yeah.
helps.
What were you saying?
My foil deck.
Yes.
You gotta try it.
Death and Taxes? I think I've tried to play it once.
No foils.
Oh.
They're so pretty.
Back in the day, like in college,
Mhm.
I had like foil Esper Control for Modern.
Oh, that's
Before
cool.
it was cool. Before Control was cool.
Oh, okay.
When we still
Excuse
played
me.
Mana Leaks and Logic Knots and
Wow.
Path to Exiles, Snapcaster Mages. I don't know if chat knows Snapcaster Mage. Maybe we can pull that up. That's an older card from another
You guys
era.
heard of this card? It's pretty good. I hear a lot of cards called like, oh, it's like Snapcaster.
Imagine
Mage,
if
or,
Underworld Breach could only escape one card.
Imagine if Underworld Breach was on a stick
Yeah.
and
Only
not as good.
only instants and sorceries. No artifacts, no planeswalkers, no
Wow.
creatures.
I have never heard a Snapcaster Mage talked about so like poorly before. Wow.
I mean, I have my 4.
I think Dakota might come over here and give you a stern talking to.
I love this card as much as the next person, but it hurts my heart to see where we've come.
All right, we finally resolved Mulligan's here. Justin,
go.
I think, kept 7 again, and Cat went down to 5. There's that cavern.
You have to exile something. That's the bad part.
Oh, goodness. Really small hand size here. 2-1 with flash. I got a whole cycle of elementals that'd like to have a word with you. Well, 3 out of the 5 elementals. Justin with a pretty strong turn 1 play there. Giver and an Ornithopter.
Yeah. Cat doesn't have much going on. I can't really tell what's in their hand. Looks like at least one more land.
Oh, did I misspeak there? Honest.
Oh, here we go. Is this Sigarda's Aid? Is there a hammer in his hand?
Come
I only see a
on.
needle. He could have bonked, but there will be no bonking this turn.
Got a bonk.
There will be none.
We need like little paper labels for them so they can like write what.
Like dry erase.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Do you have a lamination station?
No, maybe we should get one of those, like a cricket. You ever hear of these?
Yeah. I never knew how it was pronounced. I thought it was like cry cut.
Yeah, no, I worked in a daycare for several years. It is every teacher's pet sort of thing they have at home.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah. No, they're called crickets, like the insect. The
Cricket's
bug.
like the first game of the stream where there was no audio.
Cricket, like the game that they play with the sticks where you whack the balls.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look here. What these 2 fine players are doing. We got a construct down on the field from an Urza Saga.
Yep.
That's been cracked after going to 3.
Justin's also making one.
Mm-hmm.
Justin just passed a turn. He has another Saga. He's going to amass this army of constructs. I think he thought about naming Saga with Pithing Needle, but he had his own.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe to press the advantage. But I'm going to go ahead and guess he named Karn, the Great Creator. It's either that or Walking Ballista or Blast Zone. There's actually a lot to name.
There's a lot of good choices.
A preemptive Pithing Needle is smart, but it's hard to know to have the soul read.
You look him right in the eyes and
Yeah.
say,
What do you got? 3 bridge? I'm not here. Looks like that was a ginger brute.
does Justin still have a ginger brute in his list? I thought he cut it.
It resembles a ginger brute. And up, from this upside down perspective.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Look at that bready boy.
Just gonna make another construct, and what are we gonna tutor up? We've got a Cigar's 8 here, so I have a guess.
Could it be? I think.
It's not ginger brute. Oh, we got some tapping.
Oh, here they come. Tappy toe claws.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that's where she got the name? Probably not.
No.
That's probably better things to name yourself after.
I was named after my grandpa. Me and all my cousins on my dad's side.
All your cousins are named George?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Had a
How do you
ve-
keep track of
I
them
had a
all?
very patriarchal grandfather. He said, "You're gonna name all your firstborn sons after me," and they did. I'm not kidding. There's like 5 George Jabors running around the world right now.
Wait, you're not. There's no way.
It's true.
I was joking. There's no way. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a legacy.
There's some George Jabor lore.
Speaking of legacy, hop on down to the NRG series in June. We got or the NRGstore every Friday.
Justin, I like this play a lot. He's like, look, I've got a lot of power. I don't need a hammer. I'm just gonna get the Shadow Spear and start trampling over.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're never gonna outpace these giant constructs.
Jab lore.
Jab lore.
That's so good.
Yup. Needles on Walking Ballista confirmed.
We're having fun here, guys.
We don't have a table spotter,
Mm-hmm.
so we've got this walkie-talkie that's on that table. It's how we tell them players.
Tell them how the sausage
Players, you're
is
ready
made.
to go. Players, you're ready to go. So Justin just picked up the walkie-talkie and talked back and told us the pithing needles on Ballista.
Thank goodness. That's how he died last game. Doesn't want it to happen again. There we go. Look at those life totals. Oh my goodness. Speaking of life totals, look at me not doing my job. Here we
couldn't
go.
really see them. It was kind of.
There we are.
Yeah.
We got 2 givers,
Cat's
2
thinking,
construct tokens, a cigar aid, a pithy needle on Justin's side.
So Cat's got the Shadow Spear but didn't equip it, so I'm guessing they're just going to make a construct.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really going to be beefy enough.
Yeah, what are Justin's constructs at here?
7/7
1,
or
2,
6/6.
3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7. Eight.
Hammer, trample.
Wow.
17. That one's an 18/18.
That's a lot of damage. Here we go, clean up that Urza socket there.
Justin's Hellbent, but I mean,
Who cares? Well, maybe. Well,
card advantage is a thing of the past.
literally, we should add. Cat did go down to 5 again.
And still has 2 in hand.
But staring down, quite an intimidating field.
Yeah. To be fair, Urza Saga's like a 4 for 1, 5 for 1. It's hard to really quantify. Just a tank for 18.
Gives it protection.
Yep.
All right. Justin with the 4-0.
Nice work.
Cat cleaned it up last week, nearly got there this week, put on a great show for us. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Before we leave here, let's just check